Looks like we're having some clicker issues
I hope
there.
Not. I hope not.
Which is not, yeah, we hope not, because you have a lot to talk about.
We have a lot to talk
Multiple
about.
storms.
Absolutely. And I think in the tease, I might have said meteorological winter starts today. No, it's meteorological spring, but I have winter on my mind.
Winter on your mind, yeah.
Absolutely. Lots. And I'm chasing the forecast models too as well, because we're chasing that storm on Friday and we're going back and forth and trying to get on air at the same time as the models are coming in. So a lot to digest in a very short period of time, Zach, as you know. Anyway, here, look at temperature at Caribou, 21 degrees, Millinocket, 28 degrees, Calais at 24. Cold night out there, especially across northern portions of the state. Bar Harbor, 29. But as you get down the mid-coast, it's in the 30s, 32 Wiscasset, 33 degrees in Portland, and down towards the south coast, down in Portsmouth, you're at 35 degrees. And about 34 degrees in Ogunquit right now. Winds are very light, really not a big deal out there right now. They're pretty much onshore. So right now we have a couple of snow flurries moving through the area, and that's associated with the warm front that's pushing towards our north. Next system down towards the south is bringing some severe weather down towards the deep south. That's going to stay there, but its moisture is going to be moving into the northeast, bringing some snow and rain tomorrow. We'll take a look at some of those snow showers, though, right now, currently from Rangeley through Augusta, right down towards Wiscasset. But for the most part, really not too big of a deal. They came through Portland a little while ago, and we just barely saw a couple of snowflakes. So that's how things are going. Overnight tonight, we'll continue to watch those flurries moving towards the north. Temperatures for the most part in the 20s for lows. And then look what happens. By 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, bang, we see the blue right here representing the snow across inland locations right along the coastline. You're in the mid to upper 30s, not really concerned about snow there, but we'll see accumulating snow, especially across the foothills and mountains as we go through tomorrow afternoon. It all pushes towards the north by tomorrow afternoon, but look at the temperatures, mostly in the lower 30s, so it's really not too cold out there, but it is cold enough at all levels of the atmosphere to snow. Even down east, we're watching temperatures will be marginal, just above freezing in Bar Harbor, but we'll still see a little bit of accumulating snow down towards Rockland in the mid-30s. And this all pushes towards the east-northeast by 6 o'clock tomorrow night, and a little bit more cold area kind of filters in, so we'll see a little bit of accumulation going on down east, and especially towards the north. And then by this time tomorrow night, everything shifts out of here. We're left with some clouds, and we'll see some clearing skies overnight. And that's going to bring in some colder air as we head into Friday. But Friday's not looking too bad. I think highs are going to be mostly in the 40s. In terms of snowfall, we're expecting tomorrow from Topsfield over to Lincoln, Millinocket, 3 to 5 inches, all the way over to Rangeley into northern portions of New Hampshire. And that's where we're expecting the highest tomorrow. It's just to the south, where the temperature is a little bit warmer, 1 to 3 inches, basically from Belfast, Lewiston, Bridgeton, Freiburg, into the Lakes region of New Hampshire, and even Machias, you'll be getting into the 1 to 3 inch act. And anywhere from Wiscasset towards the south, I believe we're just only going to see anywhere maybe a coating at best, but for the most part, you're going to be dealing with a light mix in rain. Now here's what's going on Friday. We'll turn our eyes. Friday's not looking too bad. Temperatures in the upper 30s, 40s, but watch what happens. This is our European model. It's a very reliable model. It's pushing the moisture shield further north, so we're going to be seeing a pretty decent snowstorm Friday night into Saturday. We know that. We know that we're going to have a system. The center of the low pressure moves over the Cape and Islands, so when we have that track, precipitation moves further north. But now we're going to take a look at the American GFS model. High pressure to the north is giving it a lot of reliability, keeping the cold air in place, and also keeping that precipitation shield just a little bit further, so it barely makes it into Bangor and points north. You're not even going to see anything, and it keeps that low pressure system just a little bit further south, so that's something we'll be watching. Portland, I think we're going to be in the snow, so I'm not worried about us, but further north, our friends to the north, that's the wild card. This is what we're currently thinking, 1 to 3 inches. This is an area of high uncertainty right now, 3 to 5 inches. This is preliminary. Wouldn't surprise me if these numbers got kicked up a little bit. Even the jackpot inland locations, 8 to 12 inches. Again, this storm could bring a little bit more in the way of snow. This is just something just to kind of put on the back burner to think about, so watch that. Seas tomorrow, 5 to 6 feet. Seas southeast wind, 10 to 15 knots. And we do have a small craft advisory right through Friday morning early. So here's your 7-day forecast inland, watching that snow tomorrow and that potential for a bigger storm on Saturday. And as we take a look at our coastal forecast, and there goes the clicker, there we go, now it's working. Yeah, same thing, watching that snow on tomorrow, mostly a light mix along the coastline, but then again, that more important storm Friday night, that comes in around midnight and after. So Saturday looks like it's going to be a snowy forecast for much of the area, but still, we want to watch this very closely to see how far that northern progression of the snow gets.
Right, because that could be a game changer.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Thanks, David.
Thank you.